Good morning everybody, it's Lindsay here from So Sweet Samuel. Today is the 23rd of April and this is a bonus video today because it is currently 9:45 in the morning and I've just gone to my next door but one neighbour because she has a beauty salon in her garden where she works from home, and I thought I was having a pedicure today. So I've just gone toddling along next door, rang the doorbell. Her husband came down and answered the door and I thought, oh, maybe she's not very well, but she would have messaged me to be told, oh, she's just started somebody at 9 o'clock. And I thought, oh, have I got the day wrong? Yes, I'm there next Wednesday. So I thought, oh, I know, I'll record my video because I know I haven't been on for a few days because it's just been manic. So I've got lots to show you. I've got a new phone. My mum treated me to an early birthday present. So I've still got the same iPhone 11. Oh, excuse me, but I didn't want to go up to a newer model of iPhone because I know how to work the iPhone 11. I've had it for a few years. I know how to work it, but I've just got a phone with a better memory storage. So I haven't got to offload everything every time I want to do a video or delete things and make room in order to do a video. I'm just going to wipe my nose. A bit of a runny nose. Hold on a minute. Oh, excuse me. So I hope everybody's okay today, and I hope you've all had a lovely Easter weekend if you celebrate Easter, or a nice break if you've been able to have the time off. We went up to my brother-in-law in Lincolnshire and we had a nice little break. My mum went home last Monday, but obviously I've still been going around every day, and when I finish this video I'll be going around to see her, and we'll be going to see my sister in the home as well. So because I've got a massive memory on my phone now, I can do nice long videos without suddenly ending. So as you can see, I'm now sitting in my craft room, summer house, classroom, summer house, whatever you want to call it. Behind me here, I've got my dresser top with some of my characters on. Most of them are sitting up here above me, and I now have my extra storage shelf here, which Mark just built for me last night. I couldn't get anything from the charity shop, so I just got another white unit. It looks actually a lot thicker. Oh no, same thickness. So Mark's just put that in. So I've just put a few things in the bookcase, and I'm going to put the books on the shelf for the children. And then on the top, I put the big IKEA bed on the top because I'm thinking I'm going to make a mattress for that and bedding. And then some of the Lunar Lapin characters can just sit in there. It covers the whiteboard, but it doesn't really matter. I just wanted that for a little bit more additional storage off of the floor and everything. So it's a 6 hole cubby hole there, so it's just a bit more storage. So yeah, we're getting there. So thank you for your comments on my craft room. I know I've got a lot of stuff. I'm the first always to admit I have a lot of stuff. I am getting better. I'm not buying everything I see now. I'm trying to work from stash. I'm trying to use up what I have. But I think, you know, if I like it, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to do it. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't go out really. And I live in chronic pain 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So crafting is my way of dealing with pain. So if I want to sit and craft and want to do something nice, I do. But I am crafting from stash a lot more now, and now I have it more organised. It's better. I do have a lot of fabric, I do have a lot of wool, but this room is a multifunctional room. So there we go. Anyway, I've waffled for 4 minutes. So let me show you what I've been making. So we've got a mixture of everything today. So I've got it all out on the table. So when it's done, I will either leave it out here, put it away, take it in to finish off. So first off, I brought the celebrating 10 years of Lunar Lapin. I brought this last year. And I didn't start it straight away. I started it over the summer, and then other things popped up, like the bat appeared, and then Leo the lion appeared. So I've been doing other things. But I did make them, or have in pieces, the miniature Luna. So I think she's called, I think these are just called the little ones. So we've got the little one in like beigey colour. So she was all in pieces. I don't know. I I think she was all in pieces. I just had to sew her all together. So she's all sewn together. So these are the best ears I've ever done on a Luna Lapin. I love her ears. I don't know what I've done differently with her ears, but I'm very, very proud of my ears. So she's got beautiful Liberty ears with matching foot pads. I'm very proud of her ears. So she's beautiful. So she will have an outfit. Let me just see if I can find a page that shows you the outfits. You could, I believe now you can go on to Cool Crafting and buy the this as a kit. So she will have this stripy, can you see that? She will have this stripy outfit. It's in lilac. So I've got that to make for her. They're all the characters. So these are the adults. This is Granny and this is Granny Luna. And then these are the little ones. So you've got everything in this kit. So she's made, she's finished. So she will live out here. And then I made her cousin, the Dutch bunny, and I made her completely at the weekend. She was all cut out and I just had to sew her together. I only had her large buttons. So at the moment she hasn't got any buttons on her joints, but I'm not bothered about that. So I sewed her all together over the weekend. Her ears are slightly smaller than Luna's, but she's a different species of rabbit. And she's got safety eyes, whereas Luna has button eyes. She has safety eyes. So they're both shorter. I really like this size rabbit. I think this would be a perfect size as a gift for a newborn baby. Obviously not as a toy, it's just as a like an heirloom toy. So yeah, so I've got 2 rabbits made. I've got all the pieces for the adult Dutch rabbit, apart from one arm cut out, and I don't know where the rest of the felt is, and I cannot for the love of me find where the fabric is to make adult Luna. And I really do not understand it, because it all came in a beautiful bag. Oh, Milo's going to scratch on his bed now. Milo, lay down, go to sleep, go to sleep. So I really do not know where everything is, because all the fabric is there for all the clothes, everything is there. So I have no idea. Milo, go to sleep. I do not know where the fabric is for adult Luna. So I'm going to put the book, I'm going to take the book back inside so I can make the clothes, but I'm going to put the 2 rabbits up there on the bed for now, because they will live up there. So book will go back inside. So let's put the book back in that bag there. Next up, I've been doing some crocheting. So I have this magazine, this little supplement. I've had this for years. I don't think there's a date on here. I can't see a date. So it's a little supplement from Crochet Now. And I've been making this camper van. Now I started it a couple of years ago and it was awful. So I've just restarted it, well not just, I've restarted it again. And I've got, this is the top of the camper van coming down the sides. The grey is the windows. It says to use grey, but they look very dark. And I'm just coming down the front of the camper van now. And I'm really, really enjoying doing that. I did take it away with me this weekend, but I didn't do any work on it, because once it's all constructed, you then have to make it all firm with card, and I didn't have any cardboard. Well, not cardboard, but like any, I would use like a cereal box or something. Actually, I've just spotted I've got a hard Amazon envelope there, which I'll probably keep and use. I was going to put that in the bin, but I think I'll keep that and use that. That would probably be ideal, just to keep the shape of it. Now, it doesn't give you on here, it doesn't give you a size, like the finished size of this product. But I know it's better, because I know when I first did it, it told you to crochet into the front loops only, FLO and BLO. I had no idea what that meant, and I was away and I couldn't Google it. So I know straight away that this is better. Excuse me. I know that this is better this time. So I'm really, really happy with this. So hopefully we're going away in the caravan the first bank holiday in May. So it'd be really nice if I actually had this finished to take away. So I'm going to take that back inside. So I've just got all my yarn in this organza bag from Wool Warehouse. So I'm going to put that back in there, and that will go back in the house, and I will carry on working on that project. I'm also making one of my students a little turtle, but I don't think my turtle's in there. So take that back in the house. Okay. Oh, I should have shown you. I'll have to do a video from in the house as well, because I've decorated all of my doll's house. If you follow me on Instagram, So Sweet Samuel on Instagram, you'll see my little doll's house that we were decorating. Oh, I should have brought my mouse out as well. I'll have to do another video in a day or two. This weekend as well, I've subscribed to, I told you this before, I've subscribed to Mandy Shaw Dandelion Design. I've subscribed to one of her little short clubs, the Princess and the Pea Club. That was my favourite story as a little girl, The Princess and the Pea. I know Claire from Claire Who Makes Sing has also subscribed to it. So it's a 6-parter, and you do end up with the bed as well. So the bed will be much smaller than the bed I've got up there. And you make the bed, you don't make the bed, you get the bed, but you make all the bedding, you make the dolly. I think she has 2 toys. She obviously has something to wear. She has a cardigan, she has a knitted blanket, and she has all her bedding. So I've made, now I did it wrong. The stripes are meant to go vertically, but mine are not. So I've made the mattress for the bed. And Mark has marked out, made a bit of a mess of it, but Mark has marked out points on the mattress where I'm going to sew through buttons to make it look like an old-fashioned mattress, and then that will be the mattress for the bed. And then I've just got the valance to finish, or the valance to make, which will be made in white. And then there's some rickrack there and some cotton embroidery. Now, it did say in the instructions that you would have enough material to make another valance. I have not got enough material. Regardless of which way you cut that fabric, there is no way on this earth you'd have enough fabric to make another mattress. I don't know whether you've got enough material to make it. It tells you to add buttons on there. It doesn't include buttons. I don't know if anybody else has got buttons in their kit, if anybody else is doing this from Mandy Shaw. It tells you to add buttons, but you don't have buttons in your kit, so I don't know. So because I've done this mattress for this bed that's coming, that has inspired me to make the mattress for that bed up there. So that one needs to go back into the house to finish that one off as well. So I'm just going to pop that down there. And then I have got my folder ready behind me. I've got a red spotty folder where I'm going to put all my Mandy Shaw project, patterns from clubs and different things. They're all going to go in there. This, I want to show you this. I finished this and I absolutely love this. So this was an Easter kit that I got from Joe Pickle Lily. It was a spring box, not an Easter box. It was a spring box. It was £20. And in that box, you got, I've got it in here because I'm using it. You've got this gorgeous little pouch. It's very small. You've got this lovely little popper pouch, which I think I've shown you before. You've got a little pack of mini eggs. You've got a packet of sweet pea seeds. And then you've got 8 pouches, 8 packets to open daily if you wanted to. You've got a metal ring, like a metal wreath, and wadding and ribbon. And every day you could open a little envelope and make a beautiful little flower. So we've got a snowdrop, a crocus, a daisy, bluebell, daffodil, tulip, I don't know, is that a primrose? No, that's a primrose, isn't it? So I'm not sure what that one is, but absolutely beautiful. This was an absolute joy to make. And then I've just added a piece of vintage lace to hang it up with. So this has been hanging in my conservatory over Easter. I absolutely adore this. So I brought this out now to the summer house, probably to hang this somewhere out here. I'll have to see if I've got room somewhere out here to hang this. I might just hang it on the bed end of the bed for now, but absolutely beautiful. This was £20. She did one at Christmas which was the same price as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'd highly recommend Joe Pickle Lily if you want a lovely little project. Hopefully she has in the past done one for summer, so maybe she'll do another summer project as well, but I really love this. It's so pretty. Really quick to make up. Everything was pre-cut this time for this one. On the Christmas one, which was the Nutcracker, you had to cut everything yourself. I haven't quite finished the Nutcracker one yet. I think I had too many projects at Christmas on the go, so I will get that finished for this Christmas. But yeah, I absolutely love that. So I'm just going to hang that on the bed for now. That can look pretty there. So that's pretty. Okay, on to cross stitch. So I did take my cross stitch away with me this weekend, and I have been working hard on my cross stitch. So this is just living in a project bag that I made myself, bee themed project bag. And I'm working on Hearts in Hand, a Honey of a Tiny Town. So I'm working on this one. It's the first tiny town I've managed to make, but I'm absolutely loving this one. Is that light too bright? Oh no, it's okay. There's a bit of a glare when I hold this up. But so I haven't used all the cordful colours. I'm just working from stash, and this is what I've got done so far. Can you see that? Okay, so I put this behind it. Can you see that okay? So I'm halfway. This beehive was the halfway mark. I've got one more sunflower to go here, and then obviously I've got the other half, the other side. But I'm really pleased with this, and it comes with little tiny flowery buttons. Well, not really. There's one. Actually, there's not. It's one flowery button. You can get two of those, two white flowery buttons and two little yellow buttons, just as little embellishments. But I think that's a really pretty one. I've got another couple of tiny town ones, but they're just nice and quick. There's no back stitching on this, which I know most people don't like back stitching, but I really think that white house there could probably do with a little bit of back stitching just to make it pop. Which one is that? Yeah, no, there's no back stitching, so maybe I didn't pick. I think it's too tone on tone. I think it's too close to the colour of the Ada. The Ada's cream, and I think that's too close. I don't know what you think, whether I should back stitch. I might. It's going to be the same on this hive as well. Yeah, it's too tonal. But never. Something just fell. Oh no, my bag just fell. But I'm really enjoying that. And just working from stash as well is nice. That's how I used to do all my cross stitches years ago when I used to cross stitch. I would always just work from stash. Sometimes they look good, sometimes they didn't look the best, but I've got so many threads. My mum gave me all of her threads a few months ago, and I bought a whole load of threads. I think I showed you previously from the charity shop. So I've got plenty of cross stitch threads to be getting on with, so I really don't need to buy any more. So I'm really enjoying that. So hopefully another couple of weeks that should be finished. I found that a stitch unpicker, a stitch ripper, is fantastic for cutting the threads. And I would imagine, I'm just going to try it now, will it cut yarn? Just thinking, yes. So this is going to be my tool actually that I'm going to take away when I go away on holiday. So I don't need to take away scissors as well. We're going back to Spain again, May half term. So I want to take cross stitch and knitting, obviously. So that leads me on to knitting. So I am working on Lay Family Yarn. Now I'm storing two sock projects in my beautiful bag by Elmhurst Fabrics. But I was getting in such a mess with two balls of wool. They were getting so tangled up in my bag that I'm keeping one pair in this little bag here. It's not quite big enough, but so this is month 2 from Lay Family Yarn Secret Santa Sock Club, and this is called Heirloom Baubles, and it's really pretty. And I am doing Kay Jones from the Bakery Bear. I'm doing her crunkled sock pattern. I really like this pattern. It's a lovely texture pattern. I've been wearing this pattern sock over the weekend, and I really like it. Very simple pattern. It's repetitive obviously, but it's a really, really nice pattern. And I'm going to continue this onto the foot. So I did 60 stitches cast on a 2x2 rib, which I'm doing a lot lately. What size needles? 2.25 needles. I did, it's a 12 row pattern, and I did 5 repeats. So I've done 60 rounds for my leg. I've now done my heel and my flap, and I'm now decreasing onto my foot, and I'm going to continue the pattern onto my foot. Obviously have a plain on the actual sole of my sock. So yeah, so I'm really, really enjoying that. So I have got 2 socks on the go. So the other one I'm knitting, get in there, just pop that down so that doesn't fall out. Oh, and I put, that came with a mini, that came with this grey mini that I just put in at the start of the sock. I put 2 stripes in at the start of the sock. So I think I'm going to just do the toe in the grey. So yeah. And then the other sock I'm working on is from the gorgeous Paula, and it's the Beautiful Bunting yarn, and the pattern is Sweet Scent of Summer by Debbie Ford. And oh, this pattern is beautiful, but it's not something you can really do and talk and everything, because it has, every row is different. But I absolutely love this pattern. It's got a bit of cabling in, a bit of lace in it. I know I've gone wrong, but I don't care. Absolutely beautiful. And I think it really does the yarn justice. I think I said to you before, I bought the sock set, so I bought it with the blue. So this one I'm actually using is the sock set with the blue, but I'm not going to put the blue with this at all. I'm going to save the blue for the other one, because I do have another skein of just the Beautiful Bunting on its own. So I think I'll just save that, and maybe use that blue with that one, or I might use the blue for something else altogether. I don't know. And maybe I'll do a stripy pair. Could do a stripy pair, couldn't I? I'll see. But yeah, I'm really loving this. Let me show you again. I was untangling the knot. It's really pretty. It's got a little bit of cable, a little bit of lace work. So this is Sweet Scent of Summer by Debbie Ford. And I believe, I don't know if it still is, but I know when I got it, and I probably got it a year ago, it was free on Ravelry. I've knit Debbie Ford's patterns before. I can't coordinate my hands to show you, but it's really pretty, and I think it really does the yarn justice. I really love that wool from Paula. I wish I could have got a sweater's quantity, but we can't have everything we want in life, can we? I am going to put some more needle stoppers in my shop. I'm going to have a sort out in my shop the next couple of weeks and that, and put some more needle stoppers in my shop. So if anybody's after some, might have a bit of a sale on in there. I've got some spring lambs and some, Samuel bought some, so I've got some spring lambs and some more flowers and different things if you're after some. And I'm hopefully going to get some more bags made up as well. And then I've also bought these. I got these. Now, I've had these before. These are Solvay pictures, and they're for embroidery. And the idea is you stick this onto whatever you would like to embroider. So if you had a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, you could cut out this image, stick it onto whatever you've got, and you would embroider onto it, and then you wash it off, and all this backing fabric just disappears off. So I think I might put bundles of these into my shop as well, nearer to Christmas time, maybe the autumn times, if anybody's interested in that as well. I've been making some napkins for Christmas, but I'm thinking I might take one of these for and put it onto a sweatshirt or something for Christmas. So that might be quite a nice little idea. Some patterns I've got my idea on. I'm making a note of them in the back of my little knitting book. So I've got my idea on the Getting Ziggy shawl. I know Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful has knitted that or crocheted that. So I've got my eye on that pattern. And also yesterday I saw Bex from Bex Creates knitted the hazel slip over. So I've got my eye on that as well. So I don't know if anybody else has done those, just to use up some yarn. Yesterday I started, I did a bit more on my sleeve on my cozy jumper that I've been knitting for about 2 years. I just find big projects just too daunting. I brought my wool the other day to do Rupert's Christmas jumper. I'll get that started sooner rather than later. So next time I see you, remind me to show you my little mouse from my mouse house. Mum knitted some little clothes, so she's dressed now. And pop over to my Instagram channel, which is also So Sweet Samuel. I'll leave a link in the video below. And have a look at my mouse house. I'm sure there's pictures on there. I'm sure Samuel put some pictures on there. Let me know what you're working on in the comments below. If you know where my fabric is for my adult rabbit, let me know where I put it, because that's really annoying me now. Yeah, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're up to. Should I carry on with my Ko-fi shop? I know some of you have brought bits from there, but you know, I think the market is quite swamped, isn't it, with project bags? But I like making project bags, and there's only so many I can have for myself. So maybe I'll keep on making them, because I enjoy making them and it uses up the fabric, doesn't it? I'll keep on making them. I've got a big box under this table here. I'll drop them into my shop, and then if anybody's interested, they're there, aren't they? I was trying to make them quite a reasonable price, so I'll keep making them. Then if you're interested in them, they're there for you to purchase at a reasonable price. Maybe with a free pair of needle stoppers or something thrown in, just to get rid of some of my stash. Okay, I'm going to head off now, go and see my mum, go and see my sister, and I will be back maybe next week. Try and do this more regularly. Okay, take care everybody. See you all soon. Bye for now.